There's just an idea of how my life will end up.
Yeah.
And I didn't think my life would end. Oh, okay. So like, unless you are consciously creating your life, making decisions, taking action, being courageous, adapting, adjusting, doing a stock take, where am I at? What are my values? What are my beliefs? What are my goals? Does my behavior, does my operating system align with that? If you're not doing that, you're an unconscious passenger in your own life. If you want to be a conscious creator, you need to go, okay, what does my best life, my best health, my best business, my best job, what does that look like? And how far away from that am I? And what the fuck do I need to do to bridge that gap? So what are my non-negotiables? What's my action? What do I need to do, be, create, and change? I feel like I'm preaching now.
Yeah,
This is the stuff that we do. It's like, hey, bro, your life will not accidentally fucking end up great. So stop crossing your fingers and wishing, motherfucker, and get off the couch. Go get uncomfortable, go do hardship, get clarity. And if you fall down, that's great. That's a lesson. If you fuck up, also great. If people don't like you, also great. If you piss a few people off and your mum and dad aren't sure about what you're doing, it's okay. I'm not talented. I'm not gifted. I don't have great genetics. I don't have a high IQ. I'm not, for me, because I wasn't the gifted kid, I was just the fat average kid. I was the fattest kid at school, So for me, that platform of mediocrity almost became my superpower because it made me really motivated.
Yeah.
Because, my friends would play footy and they'd train once a week and be fucking great. I'd train 5 times a week and not be as good as them. I'm like, shit, I've got to train 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I would study 3 hours to get through an exam and my mate would study none. I'm like, fuck. Not only do I have shit genetics, I'm dumb. It's like this, and of course, not that dumb and not that terrible.
Compared to the school system that's, fraudulent anyway.
But and you like my never-ending question is how do I optimize me and how do I help others optimize themselves?
Well, that's the thing. It's so many people are reactive to life rather than proactive. They're not intentionally living, like you say. So what's going to be your legacy, do you reckon?
Hopefully the lives that I impact, I won't say change because I don't change lives, but hopefully there'll be remnants of me in of my ideology and philosophy and work and energy and passion in the people in inverted commas that I leave behind. And hopefully, and I know it sounds cheesy and bullshitty, but I always say to people, I tried the selfish route. I gave selfishness a good go for a long time. It was all about me. And I got to the point where I was quite successful. I had 5 different businesses all making a profit and I had lots of great things going on in the middle of all of my stuff, my money and my achievements and my alleged success. In the middle of all of that, I was kind of mentally, emotionally and spiritually broken. And so for me to kind of turn that around a little bit and still hopefully have a commercial success and make a few dollars, but also have a purpose bigger than me, which again sounds cheesy, but for me, it's actually a paradigm that works. It's a model that works. The more within reason that I invest in others and help others and be of service, as you've mentioned, the better my life goes and the better my work goes and the better impact I have on people. So hopefully my legacy will be the impact that kind of has that flow-on effect after I'm gone.
Are we talking religion here? Are you religious, would you say?
I grew up in a religious model in that I grew up in a very Catholic family. So I was as Catholic as you can be. But that's a byproduct of programming and conditioning.
Yeah.
And even that, and I'm not anti-religious, I'm not anti-Catholic. Don't send me an email, anyone. But what I was really interested when I became a little bit more evolved and aware was, I've been programmed and I've been conditioned, and to a point you might use the word brainwashed, but it's the same. You get brainwashed by the media, social media, school, mum, dad. You get programmed, and then you wake up one day and you realize, are these thoughts my thoughts?
Yep.
Are these beliefs my beliefs? Did I choose this belief? And I had this awareness when I was about 14 or 15. I'm like, a lot of the stuff that I believe I didn't actually choose. It's just a byproduct of my journey. And then, but also when you live in an echo chamber of belief and thought, or what I call a cult of thinking, you are very much discouraged from not aligning with the group and not thinking and being like the group. And if I was to be in that group and say, listen, I'm not sure about some of this. Well, nobody's going to go, oh, that's interesting. Tell me more. They're going to go, you're a heretic. You're lost. You're slipping out of the light and into the darkness. You know, you're a heathen, you know, all this shit, because that's a really good way to control and manipulate people back into any group, is to be very critical of them when they don't align or think or behave the way that the group wants them to. And so and it's not just about religion, it's in lots of places and spaces.